today I am going to be cleaning out my closet, like a complete declutter. I'm hoping to really downsize my closet. I'm an avid thrifter, which is really fun and it's kind of a hobby for me, but it does become sort of an issue when I accumulate a lot of things. I think I'm a minimalist at heart, so seeing a cluttered closet just stresses me out, and so I'm hoping to reduce that stress and create more of like a minimalist capsule wardrobe. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna walk you through my process of how I get from my cluttered closet to my more minimalist closet, as well as ways to donate your clothes that you end up giving away. So stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoy. I'm gonna dump all of my clothes onto the floor, and then get started sorting between tops, bottoms, like each category. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Yeah, that's insane. I don't know if you can see like the height. I know, lamb. It's bonkers. Sorry, I'm wearing my robe because it's kind of cold today. First, I'm gonna go through my shirts. How I'm gonna go through it is I'm gonna do like a couple of passes. First, I'm gonna do like absolutely love it, like it brings me so much joy. That's gonna be one pile, and then the other pile is gonna be either maybe or maybe donate. I don't want to choose between maybe and donate off the first pass because I want to make sure I choose items that I absolutely love, and I don't want to question anything else, if that makes sense. So first pass is going to be love it or don't love it, no questions asked, aside from that one. But yeah, let's get started. Okay, well these are my loves, and I'm gonna go through my maybes and my donates after I sort through everything. So let's move on to the next category. All right, robe is off. We're getting down to business. So, do I love it or do I not love it? That is the only question. Oh, I feel like I love all of my pants. These I bought actually to make into shorts, so I'm keeping them. But I bought them at the thrift store, and they have this like very 2002 like frayed bottom that everyone wore. Done. Let me just say one thing. It is so much easier to do love it versus not love it, instead of doing like, do I want to keep this? Is it a maybe? Is it a no? Just because I feel like there's so many questions you ask yourself when you're like, should I keep this? I don't know. And then you end up with a bunch of stuff that you don't really want. So I think really asking that question, like, does it bring you so much joy? Do you really love it? I think once you consolidate your closet to just the loves, like, you'll feel that like weight lifted, and it'll just be way more enjoyable getting ready. So anyway, just thought. On to dresses and skirts, which I think will be easy, but actually might be tough because I don't have that many. So I might feel the need to keep things just to make sure my wardrobe has something on hand. But I'm gonna stick with the love it or don't love it question. Next category. Shorts. Again, I don't have that many shorts, so it might be a little tricky to know what I love or if I'm just hanging on to it. These I freaking love these shorts, but they're a little too small for me. Oh man. Okay, I did not realize how many sweaters I had, but this is a problem. Okay. This one I'm keeping because I've had this for probably a decade and I love it. Okay, we are done with the love it. So now I'm just gonna try and sort through and see. Does this work with my lifestyle? Does it work with my current wardrobe? If it's something that's like a statement piece that doesn't really go with my clothes, then that's out. Does it fit? There are, especially like in the pant category, there are some pants that I'm like, oh, I love these, but they're just a little bit too big or a little bit too small. You know, maybe in a year or so they'll fit me. If it doesn't fit now, I'm just gonna get rid of it. And then from there, I'm gonna decide how I'm gonna donate, but we'll talk about that later. Done. So you can't see it, but my maybes are here and my goodbyes are there. So I think I did a pretty good job of getting rid of those for good. So that's what I'm getting rid of. And this is what I'm going to sort through. For the maybe pile, I'm going to try on everything in the pile. Yeah, let's get to it. So I didn't explain that incredibly clearly, but basically after the first step of deciding, you know, which clothes I absolutely love, I was left with that everything else pile. And from the everything else pile, I separated it into, you know, things that I am okay to donate, which left me with this middle ground maybe pile, which I know it's kind of a roundabout way of getting to the maybe pile, but I wanted to make sure I sorted out what I absolutely loved first, and then what I absolutely knew that I could get rid of. So then we were left with that middle ground pile. And from there, I wanted to try on every single item to ask myself those 4 questions. Does it fit? That's an easy answer when trying it on. And then the other 3, does it bring me joy? And it's a lot easier to tell if an item brings me joy if I'm wearing it. And then the other 2, does it match my lifestyle? Easy enough question. And then does it match my style? So does it go with about 3 other items in my closet? That way I can, you know, reuse it for other outfits and things like that. So that is why I kind of did that roundabout way to the maybe pile, and it really did help me really understand what I wanted to keep in my wardrobe and what I was able to remove. just wanted to mention that it feels amazing having just all of my clothes be things that I really, really like and not just muddled with things that, you know, I've just had for years and I don't want to get rid of. It was such a game changer to separate things by actual loves and everything else instead of being like, do I want to keep this? Is it a maybe? It really, really made such a difference just putting the loves in one pile, because in the end that was pretty much all I kept, and it feels like such a weight lifted, like looking at my closet and seeing everything in there just being items that bring me so much joy. It was hard emotionally, physically, but it was so worth it, so I highly recommend it. Last thing I wanted to say before I get going is obviously in doing this decluttering and closet clean out, I have a huge pile of clothes that I need to donate, and a lot of people say, you know, resell it, donate it to like Goodwill. And yes, I'm going to resell some of my clothes, especially ones that I didn't wear that much and they still have a lot of resale value and there's people, you know, searching for it. So I will resell those on Depop, and I'm probably going to show you in a future video of kind of my process in doing that. But the majority of my clothes I'm going to donate, and when I say donate, a lot of people will just go to their local Goodwill, which is fine, that's great too. But I encourage you to look into other options where the places you donate the clothes aren't going to just turn around and sell them to other people. There are a lot of organizations that provide clothing to people in need, so they're not selling the clothes. An example would be, you know, your local rescue mission, the American Red Cross Association. There's another organization called Dress for Success where they provide business attire for people to, you know, go to interviews or go to jobs if they don't have the means to afford clothes on their own. So these are a lot of really, really good options, and yeah, I just encourage you to Google these because it'll be different depending on your city or the region you live in, but I guarantee you there's going to be some place where you can donate your clothes where they're giving them to people in need. And of course, you know, if that's not an option, or they're only looking for certain items, then you can donate it to Goodwill. I'm not telling you what to do, I just think that's a really good idea, and I don't see a lot of people talking about it, so I wanted to mention that here as well. But yeah, next video is going to be me like working through my closet and kind of figuring out how to style my new clothes. I didn't get it down to a capsule sized wardrobe, but I think that was kind of a lofty goal slash pipe dream. Yeah, I mean, with the amount of clothes I've accumulated over the past decade, it was just too much of a lofty goal. I think it's gonna take me time, which I think is okay, and especially since we're in the pandemic, in the middle of a pandemic, like, I don't even know what my style is anymore, so I don't want to purge everything and then feel like I need to just rebuy things, because that's not sustainable, and that's kind of the real goal here. So yeah, so I, like I said, don't have a capsule size wardrobe. I have a lot more than 37 or 40 whatever items, but I definitely feel really good about where I'm at, so I encourage you to try it out. And thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Yes, Lamb? She has a lot to say about this process. I know, Lamb, I know. I'm a product of consumerist culture. I know. I know that you only have one piece of clothing, and that's a purple collar. We can't all be as perfect as you, Lamb.